This is elderberry. We're about to take a closer look. Anytime you're out foraging, you want to make sure to follow two rules. Rule number one, make sure you have a confident ID of what you're looking at before you eat it or use it medicinally. Rule number two, you want to make sure that nobody has sprayed or poisoned in any kind of way the item that you're going to forage. Elderberries are harvested mostly for their medicinal properties. They're said to be an immune booster and an antiviral. Studies have shown that elderberry keeps viruses from attaching to human cells. Right now we're in spring, and it's the perfect time to identify elderberry. These puffy white flower clusters that you see behind me are easy to identify from a distance to be able to find elderberry. Once you've located what you think is elderberry, we're going to take a closer look at how to be sure. The flower clusters on elderberry are pretty much unmistakable. You've got an umbrella-like cluster of white flowers on the end of a branch or twig. The stem itself starts out green and pliable, and as it matures, it takes on a woody characteristic. And as it matures even further, you start to see these little nodules. Where the stem forks and grows out, it's going to be opposing. And that means there's going to be stems on either side from the same point instead of alternating like some other trees, such as oak. A close-up on the elderberry leaves reveals that the leaf shape, it's very much like a football, that elongated with points on either end. It's symmetrical and the edges are serrated. Same as the way the stems grow out, the leaves also are opposing rather than alternating. Each of these little flowers turns into a berry. So you end up with a big cluster of berries where each of these flower clusters are. The berries start out green, then they turn red, and then they turn very, very deep purple, almost black. They look black. Those berries will ripen, in our area at least, mid to late summer. July and August, you'll see the black clusters of berries, and you have to get them before the birds do. If you want to learn to harvest and preserve the berries that come off of these trees, I will link a video at the end of this one. It was about 3 years ago that we identified elderberry on our property. And since then we have cultivated and nurtured these plants so that we can harvest the berries and make elderberry syrup. Some people use the berries to make elderberry jelly. Some people make elderberry wine. Some even fry up these flowers to make elderflower fritters. I'm not familiar with anything other than elderberry syrup, which we make, and we can show you how in this video here in the corner. I hope the information here in this video was helpful to you so that you can go out and confidently harvest elderberry yourself. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the comments. We'd be happy to help further.